You can always trust MVP to drop some absolute heaters for the OTB Open, and this year is no exception. Today we're taking a look at two of my favorite discs from this newest release. We have the Particle Proton Hex, an absolutely beautiful rim. I love the red into like the purple rim there, absolutely stunning. As well as the Proton Soft Range. We're gonna throw these discs all over the course here at Binder Lake. It's a beautiful day. Let's go have some fun. We're gonna start off with the Hex, which has the numbers 5, 5, -1, 1. One of the most iconic straight flying mid-ranges on the market right now. I love the Hex, but I've already thrown this specific run of Hex, and I have to say there's something a bit special about this one, which we'll get into here in a minute. First hole, basket, straight off the tee, a little bit uphill, got to navigate about a million trees. Oh, we just missed that tree. You see the stability there? Which helped us out big time on this hole, getting left enough. Having thrown this for the past week, I'd say it's probably a little bit more overstable than even like the Total Eclipse Hex, which historically has been kind of like their overstable run of Hex. Really complements my Neutron well. 390 foot par 3 downhill. Let's do a little flex line. Let's show off that overstability, see if it comes out of the Anheuser angle. Got that on that Anheuser angle. It's just floating down there. So much glide, and then fights out. That's a beautiful shot. Absolutely love that. Let's compare that real quick to my Neutron Hex. I've been using this one for a while. The Neutron Hex is just so straight. It's one of my go-to discs. And you see that one holds the line all the way. I mean, I threw that one more inside, but it did not even hint at coming out of that flight, which is why I've taken to calling this run of Hex kind of like the Matrix of the Hex world, because it has that fade at the end, but the glide, that's one thing that really separates it from the Matrix in my eyes. Oh, baby. That's a good omen. Now I've got this Proton Matrix here, has the numbers 5, 4, -1, 2. This is one of my favorite MVP discs because it has so much of what I love about the Hex, that straight flight, but it has that overstable finish at the end. I can really lean into this Matrix, throw it really hard. I don't have to worry about it turning over. So I'm really excited that this Particle Proton Hex is kind of fulfilling a very similar role to that Matrix, but with all that delicious Hex glide. Put that one out really flat. Pretty low though, need a little bit more height to really get there. Holds up to those flat, hard throws so well. But this leaves us with a good opportunity to bust out our range. Has the numbers 2, 1, -0.5 turn, 0.5 fade, a low glide, fantastic approach disc in a really good plastic for this style of disc. The Proton Soft Plastic is a match made in heaven for the range, because the range is the type of disc that I throw for upshots, forehand, backhand, where I really want to limit my distance and sit. I don't want any sort of ground play. And a really soft plastic like this Proton Soft, I mean, it's quite soft. You can really taco this guy with relative ease. And having a soft plastic like this is really good for minimizing your ground play. Helps to avoid those bigger skips that you might get with other firmer plastics. But we're back with the Hex for this 370 foot par 3. Let's see if we put this guy out hard and flat. Look at that beautiful flight. Starts to fade right at the end there. Hits the tree. That's a good tree for us. And let's go Matrix. Again, really straight. All three of these discs so straight. We hit the tree on that one. You're just gonna have to trust me that the Matrix would have faded. Now don't get me wrong, the Particle Proton Hex is still very much a Hex. Like, you're definitely getting that straight flight. Just has a little bit of bite that you don't see out of a lot of other Hexes. Hex and range, what a duo. 246 foot par 3, straight uphill. Probably can't make it there with the Hex because of this uphill. Definitely can't make it there with the range. But we're gonna try the Hex anyway, see how close we can get. Ooh, that way too low, but that's gonna be okay. Little skip, ooh, that skip's gonna help us. We actually got up here pretty good. If I had just thrown this a little bit higher, would have been a beautiful shot, but we will make do right here. Just drain this instead. Oh yes, the putter is on right now. Let me know what you guys use for that straight mid-range slot that still has that bite at the end, that still wants to get left on that right-hand backhand throw. That's a pretty valuable spot. I don't think this necessarily replaces my Matrix, because I still love the Matrix on the forehand. This is kind of like slotting right between the Neutron Hex and the Proton Matrix. Not a slot I necessarily need to have covered, but I'm happy to have it. I mean, I'm glad that we have kind of different runs of hexes that give us these different flights. But I've been neglecting the range this video. That ends here. 321 foot, par 3, downhill. Bends just a little bit to the right. Gonna put this guy out there with just a little bit of Anheuser. See how it holds up. Oh, and it turns beautifully there. Turns, but holds that angle so well at the same time. The range is such an interesting disc because it has that hint of understability, but still flies so straight. Like, I don't really have to worry about turning it over. Like, it's not like a truly understable disc. Just a hint of understability, which helps me because I like to throw on just a little bit of hyzer. So if I want something to go straight, for me, it's easiest to throw on just a little bit of hyzer. So having that hint of understability is nice. But I own like 4 ranges. I got a bunch of ranges, so you can't say I'm not a fan. Let's try this Cosmic Eagle Neutron one. Yeah, pretty much that same flight. Of course, they don't really go very far. They're very good at what they do, which is not go far and sit, which for an approach disc, that's pretty valuable. Testing this range out before I did this video, I couldn't really notice any difference as far as stability comparing the Proton Soft to the Cosmic Neutron range. There we go, just holds. So if you're just someone who's already a big range fan and you like soft plastics, then this is gonna be a slam dunk for you. But if you're curious if this one offers a different flight than other ranges you've thrown in the past, not really the case. It's a range, it does range things. 424 foot, par 3, uphill, back to the Hex. Yes, that Hex glide, you absolutely love it. Oh no, absolutely rejected. Well, I thought my putting was good today. So for me, these OTB Open releases are a slam dunk. I love that MVP does this because we get molds and discs that we already know that we love in new plastic combinations, new hand feels, new flights. It's a great thing. It's just really cool. Not to mention, we didn't even talk about the amazing artwork on both of these guys. They absolutely crushed all of the OTB Open releases art-wise this year. And I'm a sucker for a good stamp. That's just how it goes. So if you guys have any of the new OTB Open discs or you're planning on getting some, why don't you let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you consider liking and subscribing. That'd be awesome. You can also follow me on Instagram at Flying Fajita Disc Golf or UDisc Community at Flying Fajita. And as always, guys, I love you. Take care. I'll see you next time.